welcome back to another recipe. I'm Anita. Today I'm making some Thai fish cakes. I've made it with a side of some sour vegetable soup, sweet and sour, spicy vegetable soup. You can check the link, I'll leave it in the description below. And let's just get started with it. So it's a very easy recipe. You can basically just throw it together, which is why I fancied making it today. And we're going to add around a thumb-sized piece of ginger, or around 2 centimetres cubes, about 3 medium-sized garlic cloves, and to that we're also going to add a red chilli. I'm just going to take out the seeds and the membrane that's inside, because whilst I want the flavour of the chilli, I don't want my fish cakes to be overwhelmingly spicy. And in goes my red chilli. Of course, if you like yours spicy, you can add more. And next we're going to add some spring onion. So I've got 4 spring onions here. I'm just going to chop them up very roughly so they fit in my blender and they blend a little easier together. Of course, a food processor would be a little better for this, but this is all I have on hand. Next, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. Ooh, that's quite a whiff. In this bowl, I've got half a teaspoon of salt, just a very small shake of cracked black pepper, half a teaspoon of cumin, and a good teaspoon of sugar. And I'm just going to pour that in as well. Finally, I'm going to add a good heaping teaspoon of Thai red curry paste. I'm adding this because unfortunately I couldn't find any lemongrass or kaffir lime leaves, and that would be much better instead of this. But because this has all of that in it already, might as well add it. So if you can find some lemongrass, 1 stalk would be good, and around 4 to 5 kaffir lime leaves, throw that in. Finally, a little squeeze of lemon to bring that together. I may just have to fetch the seeds out. I'm just going to pop the lid on and we're going to blitz this until it's on really small pieces. When this mixture has been roughly blended, I'm going to add a little bunch of fresh parsley. You can also use coriander instead. I'm going to blitz this together again. When it's well combined, we're going to add our salmon. I'm using around 2 big salmon fillets, and I'm just adding a couple teaspoons of cornstarch to this. So I've blitzed my salmon and added it to a bowl. I've left it with a slight texture to it still, so it's not a complete smooth paste. You want fish cakes with a texture. Now, before I added the salmon, I made sure I took the skin off and any bones out of my salmon. I really wanted to add some fresh squid to my fish cakes, but unfortunately I couldn't find any today. Prawns would also be a really good addition. It would give it that chewy, extra meatiness. It doesn't look so appetizing right now, but we're going to fry it up. Before I fry my fish cakes, I'm going to make the dipping sauce. I have started with half a red chilli, very finely diced, seeds and membrane removed. Next, add a good tablespoon of sugar or honey. Honey would also work very well. A teaspoon of fish sauce. The juice from 1 lemon. And finally, this is optional, but a teaspoon of soy sauce. And we're just going to stir that together until it's all dissolved. All that sugar's dissolved in, and there's your dipping sauce. When you're ready to fry your fish cakes, heat some vegetable oil over a medium-high heat. You can use olive oil as well. I'm just testing if the oil is hot by just lightly touching my fish batter to the oil, and if it sizzles, it's good. I'm just going to dollop in little spoonfuls and press it down lightly with my spatula. And these won't take very long to cook. They should take around a minute to a minute and a half. And you're just going to cook them until they're nicely cooked through. I can see they're turning golden brown on one side, so flip them over and let it continue cooking. I'm not looking for perfectly round shapes on my fish cake. I like the sort of rustic look to them. When your fish cakes are golden brown on both sides, transfer it to a baking sheet. I put a few paper towels on the bottom to help absorb some of that excess oil. And I'm going to start frying the next batch. And when your second batch is nice and golden brown, transfer it to your baking tray. And these are ready. So when you're ready, you can plate up your fish cakes. I'm serving mine with some carrot and cucumber. You can have your dip alongside it. It's delicious, it's sweet, it's sour. And it was so easy to make. It took about half an hour from start to finish, including the prep work. And crispy, they're really tasty. Yeah, if you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.